Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 1st through the 10th, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, and we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. There you are, right there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is powerful. Okay. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Your first card is a Major Arcana card. I just want to take a moment to say that the Major Arcana cards are kind of like the big things that are going to happen. The fated things, they're also called divine cards. So the fact that you have the Devil card here and you have the High Priestess card means that you are embracing your own personal wisdom a lot in September from the 1st to the 10th in these 10 days. So there's going to be kind of an unveiling of your truth and of what you desire as you move forward after a time of opposition and finding your joy and your happiness. Okay, so the Devil card for me is a positive card. It very much means that you are breaking away the chains. You are breaking the chains of your past. In the Riderite Tarot deck, there is an atypical demon in the background holding the chains of a naked woman and a naked man, kind of being chained to your desires, being chained to what it is that you want. Also, I see it as being chained to the expectations of others. The Devil card also represents addiction. So what this is saying is that as you are moving forward, as you're breaking the chains of what you have expected of you, even and what other people have expected of you, and you're freeing yourself and you're embracing your own personal bounty and your own personal understanding, there's a chance that people can fall into addiction because of that. Because as you are discovering who you are and rejecting who you aren't, you can go into the extreme of doing what feels good. And it doesn't have to mean that you are just addicted to, sex and alcohol and drugs or anything like that, gambling. What it means is that you could be addicted to anything that brings you that joy and that understanding. Not that joy, yeah, but that sense of bliss. But it's a false sense of bliss because when you stop doing it, you don't feel as happy as you were before. And it's not adding to the productivity of your life. So know that for some of you, that's a warning. To be able to know that as you are embracing who you are, don't fall into indulgence. Because you're moving forward in majesty of self. With the stag horns on your head, those are a representation of majesty. And the stag skull here on the tree. This is as if you have to step away from everything, all the noise, all the nonsense, okay? Because there is something that's going on that you might be finding very upsetting, or there's just too much chatter, and you're not feeling as if you can focus. And this is saying that you step back, you focus yourself, you sit here in meditation of self. The angels are fiercely guiding you through this time because this is a time of great transformation, of sitting there and rejecting what no longer resonates with your soul, but also embracing the truth that is you. Fully, absolutely, and joyously. Finding that perfect balance in life. Sitting there being responsible, taking care of your responsibilities, but also moving forward in your truth and in your abundance. All right, some people sit there and say the devil, and it comes in the form of demons, but demons were in Greek mythology the people who brought, the beings that brought inspiration to you. And that's what you're learning to follow, your inspiration. Not being pulled every which way by what you think you are supposed to do, how you think you're supposed to achieve your goals. But finding that inner peace and that inner balance within yourself. Following your wisdom. Breathing in the spiritual abundance because the mist is around you. You're breathing in the spiritual, the water, the love. Because your next card here is the Nine of Cups. Now, the Devil card is no small feat to sit there and focus on what it is that you truly, truly want from this world and from this existence, knowing that you have an X amount of heartbeats as you move forward and as you embrace yourself in your life. The Nine of Cups is saying that as you do this, sweetness comes into your life. It melts like honey on the tongue, like sugar, like candy. And it brings you joy, and it brings you a sense of completion and of bliss, of happiness. And this card here is getting your wish. The Nine of Cups is getting the wish that everybody knows that you have. Not that hidden wish deep down inside you, which for me is represented by the Star card, but getting that wish of moving forward in the way that is absolutely beautiful for you. In that way that eases some of your burdens and brings happiness and brings a sense of light and love and lightness. I'm just feeling immense lightness with this card, as if burdens have been lifted off your shoulders. And now you are embracing your personal truth and your pure personal bounty, your wish. And that wish that you are comfortable speaking to almost anyone. Now this wish coming true comes after a time of being opposed. And it doesn't have to come exactly for all of you after a time of being opposed, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. But it comes after a time of feeling as if you're always battling. There's always another battle for you. But you are victorious, but you're tired. I feel a sense of weariness with always having to defend yourself and always having people underestimate you. Most people say that the Five of Swords is a card that is all about, not being braggadocious or gloating when you win, being fair. Here, I don't see that at all. I see the Five of Swords as being victorious after a time of difficulty. It could be personal difficulty. It could be difficulty that was created in your mind through past hurts, past pains, but there are definitely people who have opposed you as you walk in your success, as you embrace your understanding. But you know your mind, and you are moving forward in victory. You're moving forward in victory against opposition. And that victory is bringing you your wish, bringing you your desire. Because your next card is the Two of Cups. This is my Minor Arcana Lovers card. This is joy, this is happiness, this is healing coming into your life. This is the angels blessing you. This is moving forward in courage. Somehow, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, embracing love for yourself, love for another person, is taking a tremendous amount of courage and is involving a huge amount of healing. Because I think there's a sense here that, you're so used to things being a battle, that finding this understanding, even this joy within yourself, because for some of you, you're going to be finding love. For others of you, you're going to be finding love within you. You're going to love yourself. And since most people walk around not even liking who they are, this is huge. And it comes after a time of opposition. It could even be that the person with the Five of Swords, the people that you were battling, were yourself, sitting there and talking negatively to yourself, saying, do you really think that you can achieve that? Do you really think that you can be who you want to be, what it is that you want? You really think you can get that? And this is telling you, yes, you can. Of course you can. Most of the time, we as human beings speak to ourselves the way that we would never speak to another person. Or if you did speak to another person like that, the people around you would think, wow, how abusive are you being? Learning to embrace the love that you have for yourself and embrace that within your own mind. Sitting there, and instead of looking in the mirror and seeing every single thing that you wish you would change, go, my goodness, you are one fantastic person. We have this body, and it carries us through life. And isn't that wonderful? This is falling in love with you. Some of you, this is falling in love with another person. But that's going to come through winning the battle within yourself. Through sitting there and saying, my goodness, aren't you spectacular? Don't you deserve to be loved? and truly loved in that way that is beautiful, in that way that lifts you up, not in an abusive way, not in a way that makes it feel as if it's a battle, but truly surrendering to joy, fully and completely and absolutely. And that's what brings the bliss into your life. That's what brings the bounty, is staying firm, staying strong within yourself, but also realizing that you don't have to battle, that you don't have to get people to understand you, because you understand you, and that's the only thing that you need. Not the only thing, but, logically, you do need other people to support you. But supporting yourself and believing in yourself and counting your victories as victories, and that is, okay, well, that was expected. You were supposed to do a good job. Now do better the next time, and better the next time. No, embrace your successes, embrace your joys, embrace your happiness. Embrace what it is that you desire to create on this earthly plane, with joy and happiness, with prosperity of self, letting the bliss come in, because you are now becoming the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you are male, whether you are female, it doesn't really matter. The cards represent energy. And this is having prosperity come into your life. This is sitting there, being a person who remembers being down and out, who remembers the sorrow and the hardships that it took for you to succeed, for you to get to this place of prosperity, of love, of abundance. Because we have the roses crowning her head, which mean coming from a place of love, coming from thoughts of love. Nobody goes through life unscarred. Absolutely no one. Though everybody wants to pretend that everything is perfect. And that's what we are bombarded with, the illusion of perfection. And the first thing that has to be understood about perfection is that you can't achieve it. You cannot achieve to be perfect, because as soon as you raise the bar, it's going to be raised even more. As soon as you succeed to the best of your abilities, you're going to want to succeed even higher and even higher, because you're progressing your soul. You're obtaining the bounty and the beauty that you want here on this earthly plane. And once you see how good life can be with this improved, you're going to want to improve a next thing and a next thing. And by you, I mean we as human beings. To stop learning, to stop embracing the prosperity that comes through your life through conquering pain through love would be to remain stagnant. And that's not what this really reading is about at all. It's about having a veil lifted from the eyes and seeing your endless prosperity, and seeing how you have been victorious. Not needing to prove yourself to other people, but believing and proving yourself to you. And not being so hard on yourself. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Embracing your prosperity, embracing your joy. Being that person that people look to and go, wow, you really have it all put together. Even though you're still learning, even though you're still embracing more prosperity, more change in your life, people are going to see you as a kind, compassionate person who they can go to for advice, who they can go to enrich their lives. And it doesn't have to be everybody. You don't have to have flocks of people coming to you, breaking down your door. That would be terrifying or overwhelming, even if it was just a few people. Those people who you really love, who really matter to you, are going to start seeing you as somebody strong and confident and competent, or continue to see you as somebody strong and confident and competent, who's able to manifest the wealth that they want in their lives and move forward in beauty and prosperity of self. And your last card, here in the reading, not your clarifying cards, is the High Priestess. This is why I keep on saying there's a veil lifted from your eyes. There's a sense of pure understanding that is coming through you embracing who you truly are. Endless wisdom, endless prosperity that you are able to create and cultivate. Taking everything in and not feeling the need to have to share everything with everyone. Because everybody, especially nowadays, loves to share, loves to post everything on social media, have X amount of followers, everything like that. It becomes so important, the way others see us, that we forget that the most important thing is the way we see ourselves. And that's what the High Priestess is all about, seeing yourself with wisdom and vitality of spirit, with truth and with justice. The saying, silent waters run deep, and I'm sure if you've listened to the past readings, you've heard me say it before, is completely true with this card. It's as if the blessings start to come when you realize the first blessing of life is embracing yourself. Your first blessing is you. Look at yourself as a blessing. Look at yourself as something absolutely beautiful that was created and cultivated in this world to do amazing things. Even if you sit there and say, Dane, I don't do amazing things. You know, I just go to work and do my job. Well, you do it to the best of your ability, and that's something amazing. I just stay at home and raise my kids. That's amazing. That's amazing to be able to impact a whole generation of people. Even if it's just one or two or more. That's amazing. Not looking at your life as if I just, and saying, wow, I do this, and I do it so well. That's what the High Priestess is all about, finding that truth, finding that wisdom within yourself, lifting the veil from the eyes, and seeing the everyday miracles that you create. Your clarifying cards are the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles means that there's prosperity that you are cultivating in your life. You've planted the seeds, and it's growing, and you're patiently waiting. It's not time yet for all the prosperity to come in. It will be, because you are being represented by the Queen of Pentacles. So that prosperity is going to be coming into your life, is how you embrace life. By being fully and utterly you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because you are an Earth sign, you are the Pentacles, represented by the Pentacles in the Tarot deck. This is you. This is you being a pillar of love, of compassion, of bounty and beauty to yourself and to those around you. Again, male or female, it doesn't really matter. This is coming from a place of love and radiating, there we go, I can speak, radiating that outward. The 10 days is all about you patiently waiting, patiently cultivating your personal prosperity, your personal joy, your personal happiness. Now, there are going to be people who oppose you. This could even say that there is going to be, or there has been, an argument that has escalated from something small to something huge. If this is something that is going to happen, step away. Step away, and if you see arguments starting to happen, especially in these 10 days, disengage. Sit there and say, you know what, you're right to your opinion, I'm right to mine, move forward. Okay? Because you don't want this nastiness, this argument, this disharmony, discord, to affect the prosperity that's coming, and to mar it, and to take away your 10 days. If this is something that has already happened, step back, look at your prosperity, and don't let this hold you back. Move forward in victory of self. Sometimes some people have to be let go. You have to let go of them in order to move forward beautifully, and also sometimes we have to know when to apologize as human beings. So really sitting there and looking at it and saying, will this discord affect my prosperity? Affect my personal abundance? Listening to that little kind of Jiminy Cricket voice inside of you. And then moving forward in the way that brings bounty and beauty into your life, not the way that keeps on cultivating anger. Okay. Give me a minute. All right. The Five of Swords. Being victorious, knowing in your mind that you're moving forward in victory, no matter what anybody else says. Obtaining your wish because you have this faith in yourself. Your heartfelt wish, the wish that you desire, that people know about, which is bringing you love, which is bringing you harmony within yourself, or letting love come into your life. It's lifting a veil from your eyes, moving you forward in justice and in balance, in harmony with yourself, but also bringing you added wisdom, an added sense of purpose. Also, you are seeing things clearly. You're not going to be fooled by the mask that people wear, by the way people want you to perceive them. You're going to perceive them justly, and with how they are going to either impact, how they are going to impact your life for the positive or for the negative. breaking the chains of the past, really listening to yourself and what it is that you want, breaking the chains of your past and embracing your future, not falling into any form of addiction, but embracing your happiness that comes through being joyous and harmonious within yourself, okay, through loving yourself. And then moving forward, being the very best that you can be, remembering past sorrows, remembering past hurts, but having love and bounty and beauty be at your center. Because you are achieving prosperity and you're also planting more prosperity, because it's going to be sweeter as things start to come in, as life starts to move forward, letting go of past arguments and past hurts. Because I really feel as if this Five of Wands is correlating with the Five of Swords, saying that you have had this opposition come into your life and now you are moving forward. But if there is cause to have an argument, be it small or be it large, in these 10 days, kind of disengage, because you don't want to have things be impacted in your life negatively, because this could blow up and become so much larger than it started off as. But your prosperity is coming. There's something that you very much want to achieve, and you are building yourself and moving yourself closer and closer to it, whatever that is, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And as you wait, you cultivate, you enhance your own prosperity, and it starts to come, and it's going to be so sweet when it does. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, it was a pleasure to read for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.